Hey everybody, what is going on today? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to cover a kind of a hot topic that I've been asked quite often here on streams and a little bit here on social media. I've seen it. Will the lockout or potential strike of MLB, of Major League Baseball, with the Players Union and the owners, will it affect the release of MLB The Show 22? Will it? I'm going to answer the question for you guys. I'm going to tell you all about it, explain why that may or may not be a factor at all. So you guys do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. Big thanks to everybody for 7K subscribers, man. We hit that here last week on the channel, and I really want to say, or here in this past week, I really want to say thank you to you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm excited for 22. We've got great content coming. Videos, and we've got streams almost every day too that we're going to have throughout 22. So you guys make sure to stay tuned for it. But let's go ahead and jump right into the topic at hand and cover this, and we'll explain if that lockout's going to affect it. All right, you guys. So here we are. Here's where we're at. We're looking at the schedule right here, and there's a reason we're looking at the schedule in particular right here behind me. Or beside me here, and it covers through a good portion of the month of January. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because I'm expecting that we're actually going to receive some news about MLB The Show 22 towards the end of January, the latter part of January. I don't expect it'll come before the 18th because they probably would have listed it as an announcement date on the schedule. Being the fact that we've covered all dates up to that point, I'm thinking it's probably going to come after that date. Now, there's a chance it could come that beginning part of February as well, but that's what I'm thinking of. And the reason for that, the reason that I'm thinking we're going to get an announcement about it is because the lockout and the potential strike, the potential of a strike coming to Major League Baseball will have zero effect on SDS and Sony and putting out the game. All right. And the reason is I'm going to explain the whole thing to you guys, just so you guys understand. And hopefully it makes sense. If you guys have any questions about it, please ask. But so the reason that it won't is because this is why they have licensing contracts and contracts that are exclusive to, like, for this game. Sony's the only one making this game. They have the ability to have all those players licensed, all the likenesses licensed. They have all of them scanned in already from the previous year. So even if there's no spring training, they don't have to do any rescans. We'll just probably get kind of a carbon copy graphic wise, unless they've done some updates. I don't know how that would work. I'm not a programmer, so I don't know how that part works. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is, they have licensed these players and they have the ability to use their likeness. If Major League Baseball and the Major League Baseball Players Association both shut down and can't come to an agreement, they're not going to take two other real world companies. And I say real world because it's not in the sports world, real world companies like Sony and San Diego Studios. And they're not going to take them and make them lose money, and all these people that spent this whole year making this game, they're not going to take their jobs away from them. All right. So that's not how that works. That's the reason that these contracts are put in place. Okay. Now, with all of that said, there is some things that could be, or are some things, there are some things that could be affected by the potential strike and the lockout. All right. And what those things are going to be is, it's really going to come down to live updates. All right. Live updates. We're probably going to see something very similar to what we saw in MLB The Show 20 if this happens. Now, and in my opinion, MLB The Show 20, the way that it worked, because we only played the 60-game season, they just didn't have live content updates for the majority of the season. We still got content releases. We got cards that came out. It was just a little bit harder for them to do it. But I'm sure that they are already working on a plan now that they're not as caught off guard. COVID caught everybody off guard, so we didn't really know. They planned on a full game and then got screwed and weren't able to release a full game. But now they have this and they've known about it. So they probably have a plan. God, I hope they have a plan in place. I'm not going to say probably. Hopefully they have a plan in place to be able to take care of it. But like I said here, looking at the calendar, look to the end of the month, the end of January, after the 18th, sometime after the 18th, and possibly maybe that beginning of February, that we might possibly see an announcement or something about the game. But that's what I look forward to. So hope this helps out. Hope this breaks it down, explains it a little bit better to you. If you guys have any questions, like I said, ask away, and I'll make sure to try to help you guys out. But do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Peace.